Mistress Sweet Pea. Mr. Sweet Pea and the ant. Hello, hello everyone. This is Mistress Sweet Pea, Mistress of Tech, and I am back with another podcast, and we are in Lyons, Nebraska at Bill Hedges Studio. As you can see, it is the right out of a Lost in Space scenario background. It's gorgeous here. And I hope everyone is having a great day, great evening, great morning, wherever you are on this lovely planet of ours. So we are going to get started and talk about something today that is a little important to most people, and it's definitely important to actually not to most people, it's mostly to everyone. So today's episode is called Why We're All a Little Weird Online, and with good reason, because a lot of people today, and I shouldn't say it, a lot of people today are a little weird online. Heck, we're all weird online. And listen, if you're thinking, hey, I resent that, I'm not weird online, well, I promise you, you absolutely are. We all are. Everyone is in our own quirky way, but you know what? That's what makes us beautiful people. That's what makes us unique. Anyways, the internet brings out a version of us that really doesn't exist anywhere. So today we're going to talk about why we're all a little weird online and how do we handle it? How do we deal with it? So when we're talking online, we mean obviously online on the internet. Whether you're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, any social media platform, email, Messenger, instant messenger. Yeah, my AOL days, listen to me. You've got mail. Anyways, online, all of us do this. So I don't want to hear anyone say they don't. We all do this. Online, we're more dramatic. Oh my God. Emotional, chaotic, confident, petty, pretty much everything. We've all done it. It doesn't mean we're bad. We're not. We're all good people, but we all have our own online personas. The internet is basically a funhouse mirror for the human psyche. So it's like one of those mirrors where, if you go into one of those amusement parks where they have those mirrors and you're trying to figure out how to get out of it, like those mirror houses. It reflects us, but with filters, with edits, a little bit of unhinged energy added to it. So today we're going to break it all down. We're going to find out why we act differently online, why we overshare, why we doom scroll, and why we form emotional bonds with strangers. And we have all done that. And let me tell you, I've done my fair share. I will own up to it. So let's jump in. The online version of you that is not really you. So let's start with the fact that everyone, again, has an online persona. Online, I am Mistress Sweet Pea, but in real life, my name is Cheryl. Everyone has their own, online, you can be whoever you want. You can be a princess or a prince, or you can be whatever you want. Even when the people say, I don't post much, well, doesn't matter. That's still a persona. That's the mysterious observer, basically. You're still, if you don't post much, you still have an online persona. But why do we act differently online? Think about it. Why do we act differently online than we do face to face? Online is an escape. You can be whoever you want. You can say, yeah, I was I was in Bali last week and now I am in the Caribbeans. But come on. I mean, over time, people are going to get the hint. So psychologists call it online disinhibition. I can't even say that word. My gosh, what's wrong with me? So it's an online disinhibition effect. Basically, the internet lowers our social guard. So we lower our standards, we lower our guards, we start acting like someone we're not, whether you're doing it to try to make yourself sound more up there, or you're trying to impress someone, employer, boyfriend, girlfriend, whomever. We've all done it. But there's 6 parts to this effect that most people don't know about. Disassociative anonymity is one. You feel like no one knows you online because the online is huge. It's like a vast awesomeness online experience. No one online knows you. So you're freer. So you can be, even if your username is literally your full government name. Let's say your username is Joe Smith. You know how many Joe Smiths are out there on the internet? It could be 1,000,000 to 1 that if they're going to know, someone's going to find out that it's you. So online gives you that option to be a freer person. Invisibility is number 2. Dose. No eye contact, no facial reactions, just words. Type words. That's it. So you can say something bold and you don't have to worry about someone giving you a dirty look. You could say something crass, or you could say something funny, and to you it's funny, but the other person might just type back LOL or LMAO or whatever, and you don't have to worry about being offended. 3, synchronicity. You can basically respond whenever you want. You can craft your own comeback. You can go back to it 4 hours later. You don't have to respond back right away. You have an option to make the person wait. I'm going to let this person simmer for a little bit. I'm going to come back with something sassy and saucy to tell them. People do that all the time. The next one is using fancy terms. Like when someone sends you a text message, you hear you can hear their voice in your head, even if you've never spoken to them. If you haven't tried that, guys, I suggest trying that, because that happens a lot and we don't realize it. Like the other day, I was messaging with someone, and I could literally, even though I'm at the computer, and I'm like, I saw what they texted me, and I'm like, wow, I can hear their voice telling me that. And you can. Try it. Trust me, it does work. Even with strangers, like you can hear that. The next one is dissociative imagination. The internet feels like a separate world, so your online actions feel like they don't count in real life. So you can say, hey, I really didn't like that shirt you wore. You type in someone, hey, you know that shirt I saw you the other day? Or, hey, I saw your profile picture and that shirt looks hideous on you. It doesn't matter, because in real life, you may like the shirt, but you're just saying that you don't like it, and you have a whole new online persona that doesn't matter, doesn't count, because it's not real world. Well, that's another option. That's another thing. Minimization of authority. Online, everyone feels equal. Equal, that's the key word. Right now, with everything going on, a lot of people don't feel equal. A lot of people feel marginalized, or they don't even know where they belong. Like they feel alienated from society, culture, life. Online, everyone feels equal. You'll argue with a doctor, lawyer, scientist because Google gave you that confidence. They gave you all that information that you're looking for, and then you can go online and say, well, I did my research and I was told blah, blah, blah. And it makes you sound like you're this knowledgeable person, but you really got the info from Google, which is fine. We all do that. There's nothing wrong with it. But again, everyone feels equal online. You can be someone that you've always wanted to be, and that's it. No one has to know. Examples of some online personas, and we've all done this, is is the what's called the I never post, but I watch everything kind of person. There's always someone out there. You don't post, or you minimally post, maybe like once or twice a month, but you're out there and you watch everything. You may give a thumbs up, a smile, whatever, angry face, but you watch everything. The meme dealer, MEME, meme dealer. Those that just, all they do is post memes. That's it. No words, just memes. And then we have those that are called the inspirational quote read poster, like they just repost inspirational quotes to try to make everyone feel happy or themselves. The oversharer. Now, we have all done that. We have all in our lifetime have overshared our personal business. We got to stop that. The I'm not arguing, I'm just explaining why you're wrong type of person. Well, then there's the thirst trapper, and then the conspiracy cousin. Why do these things even matter? Because your online self, your online persona isn't fake. It's just edited. You're editing yourself online. It's the version of you that basically says that's more expressive, more impulsive, more dramatic, more performative, more curated. And that's okay because again, it's just weird. We're all weird in a good way. Online you can be whomever you want. But there's also risks with that everyone needs to be aware of. Now, next topic is why do we overshare? Why is it like, I don't know about you ladies, but let's say you're talking to this guy online, at least you think he's a guy, and he sounds cute. You saw his profile picture, like, wow, this guy is really, really good looking. And then you start embellishing yourself. Yeah, I'm a model and I look like this, and you put on a fake profile picture because you want this person to like you. And then you start oversharing. Well, today I did this, today I ate this, or today I went here, or today I went there. And it's like, stop putting your personal information online. And the one thing I see that people do on Facebook all the time, and it is a trap. I shouldn't say a trap. Let me retract that. It's dangerous. Don't post if you're Cheryl checked into Qdoba on such and such street. Don't do that. That's extremely dangerous. I see it all the time on Facebook. It's wrong. You're just asking for trouble. Seriously, stop oversharing. You don't have to tell everyone what you ate, when you took a shower, what you did, a play-by-play of what you did last night. Stop oversharing. And it's funny because oversharing is considered like a sports game, online game. So basically you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, what? And then it dawns on you, like, why did I just tell everyone on my friends list and I made my post public? Why did I tell them about my whole life story? Why did I tell them about what happened to me when I was a kid? Like you don't realize it because you just want to get it out. So you're typing it on Facebook, you're putting it on your feed because you want to get it out there. And then later on, you wake up in the middle of the night and like, what the heck did I just do? Guys, stop oversharing. There's no need to overshare. And why do we overshare? We're going to break that down. First, dopamine hits you. Every like, comment, share gives your brain like a little tiny reward. It's like a chemical release that says, go ahead, eat that chocolate bar. Go ahead, do this. Go ahead and do that. Oh, look at him. He's cute. Go after him. That's what it is. That's the first thing is your dopamine does that. And then from that, your brain goes, more. I need more. I'm going to post more. I'm going to read more. It's basically a validation for yourself. And also it's the illusion of intimacy. Typing alone in a room makes you feel like you're talking to a diary. Except the diary the diary can screenshot you. Remember, what you post out there, you can take a screenshot and save it for future reference. So next time you're posted, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, think before you type. First of all, that stuff stays out there permanently. Even if you go delete your post, it's still sitting on a server, wherever, whether it's Facebook or wherever. It's sitting out there. So if you delete it, it's not completely gone. And second, by that time you go to delete it, someone could have already screenshot it and saved it. So remember, think before you write. Emotional dumping. We've all done this, and let me tell you, I'm at fault as well because I've done this. Sometimes we don't want advice, but we want an audience. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, I feel kind of down, and then your friend's like, what? If someone says, "What's wrong?" and then you just start unloading on them. You just unload, emotional dumping, because we want an audience, but we don't want to hear what they have to say. We just want an audience. Again, be careful who you're talking to online. Trauma bonding with strangers. People online respond and say stuff like, "You're not alone," or "I'm sending you some love," or, "I'm sending you positive vibes," all of that stuff. People, and suddenly you feel like they understand you. And so that's one of the reasons why we overshare. And then the other one is called the main character effect. Online, we all feel like we're the star of our own show. It's the Mistress Sweet Pea show, and here I'm going to unload and tell you everything about my life story. Not. And we say monologues. We monologue our life history, and then we tell everyone our business, and then later on we're like, "Uh-oh, I shouldn't have done that. Too late." So, now, don't get me wrong. Oversharing, yes, it's bad, but it's not also bad. Because sometimes oversharing can be a positive thing. But it can be a positive thing because it can also help build communities. You can you can communicate with people that are going through similar situations like yourself. So you have some sort of connection with others. It makes people feel less alone. Like if someone says, "Hey, I went through the same situation as you. This is how I dealt with it." So you can get positive advice or positive feedback from others. So it makes people feel like, "Hey, I'm not alone. Other people are going through this too." It can normalize struggle. So it can make struggling feel normal because someone else is going through the same thing that you're going through. And again, as I mentioned the first time, it can create connections. I've known people that have went online back when AOL was back in the 90s and those AOL chat rooms. And I've known people that have met best friends from those chat rooms because they could relate to something they were both going through at the same time, or something they both went through in the past, or someone went through in the past and they help someone else now. So it's very possible. Doom scrolling. Now, doom scrolling, the habit we all hate, but we still do it anyways, and we all do it. Doom scrolling is the equivalent to picking at a scab. So let's say you have a scab on your arm and you pick. That's what doom scrolling is like. You shouldn't, but you can't stop picking at your scab. Why do we do it? Because your brain loves new information. Every swipe is a surprise. Okay, like for example, with YouTube, like when the YouTube shorts, when you swipe, or you swipe to the left, I think it's the left or the right, up or down, I don't remember. But when you swipe, oh, look at this short. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Oh my God, I can't believe she did that swipe. It's every swipe, it's a new event. It's a surprise. Like Facebook, when you look at the feeds, everything is new. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she said that. Or I can't believe he did that. Next is negativity bias. We're wired to pay more attention to bad news. And that's a fact. Because think about it. Stop and think about it. You see something bad on the news and you stop and you read it. And then you look at the comments of what people have posted. We've all done it. For some reason, humans are attracted to bad news. It's not to say that we like it, but we're attracted to it. Because we're curious human beings. We want to know what's going on. And we have a right to know what's going on because it could affect us. Infinite scroll design. One thing we need to remember is these apps that we use, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, these apps are engineered. They're designed to keep you hooked. When I mean hooked is you're scrolling and it's like, ooh, oh my gosh, I can't believe she posted that picture of herself. It keeps you hooked, and then you keep scrolling thinking you're going to see something else. Then it's like, oh my gosh, she didn't say that. Oh my, you're hooked. And that's what these apps do. These social media apps, they do that to get you hooked. So basically, so you're not weak. You as a person is not weak. These apps are built that way to get you to get hooked on them. So you keep you keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And the other thing is you don't want to miss out on something important. And we all do that. We don't want to miss out on something important. Even though 90% of what you see is either drama, outrage, celebrity nonsense, or someone who's arguing a point or misinformation. So it's basically take what you see at face value, but do your research before jumping in. I've seen people jump into conversations saying that's horrible. I can't believe someone would do that. And it's like, well, did you do your research first to find out if that's true? Because there is a lot of misinformation out there. Sometimes, and I've done this and we've all done this, doom scrolling and other, what we do with it, emotional numbness. Sometimes doom scrolling is a distraction from our everyday problems that we have, whether it's stress, loneliness, boredom, anxiety, whatever you're going through in your life. Sometimes it helps to doom scroll because it makes you feel like you can take your mind off of your problem. But it's temporary. The weird part is we doom scroll even when it makes us feel worse. And we all do it. It's like eating like a huge pasta dish at like 2 a.m. and you know it's gonna sit in your stomach all night and you're gonna be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. You know you regret it, and that's what that is. And this next one is really important, and this is one that I don't know if people are aware of it or not. Parasocial relationships. You love people that don't even exist. Parasocial relationships are one-sided emotional bonds with people online. So let's say you've been talking to user 8675309. Yes, that's not Jenny, by the way. But let's say you're talking to user 8675309, and you've been talking to him, and he says it's a guy, and you've been chatting with him for months now, and you start, like, after like day 3 of texting or chatting, you're like, oh, I love him. He's my soulmate. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna marry him. Whoa, time out. That's way wrong. Now, why does this happen? Intimacy without risk. You get the comfort of a connection without the vulnerability of a real relationship. So you can tell someone online you love them because you do love them online. You love their online persona, but you don't love them for who they really are. For all you know, that guy that's online that you're talking to, ladies, could be like an 80-year-old man, or could be a 13-year-old boy. Again, you've got to be very cautious online who you talk to. Consistent presence. Creators post daily. They're more present in your life than some of your friends. So let's say you subscribe to someone's posts and they post daily. It's like you feel like you've got that emotional bond or connection with them, and you feel like you love them because you're there. You're like their biggest fan. But it gets kind of weirded out after a while. And then also when someone talks into a camera, your brain interprets them like they're talking to you. Like right now, I'm talking into the camera, and you think I'm talking to you right there, and I'm talking to the world. So, and you could say, oh, I love you, Mr. CP, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you love my online persona. Get to know me outside of my persona. And I am a nice person, by the way. Next is behind the scenes access. You see their, especially with video chats, if you see their bedroom, kitchen, pets, morning routine, it feels intimate. So you develop that intimacy, that bond with them, with your online person. Anyways, it's not, all of this, it's not unhealthy, it's human, but it's definitely weird. I mean, to fall in love with someone online that you don't know, to form a bond, a healthy bond with them. Yeah, you're healthy in terms of they're great to talk to. You can unwind and vent to them if you're having a bad day, but you really can't love someone by the words they put on the screen without knowing them as a person. And lastly, we're going to talk about the weirdest online behaviors we all do, and we all do this. Stalking someone's profile like it's research. You're not being creepy, you're just basically gathering data. Come on, that's creepy. No need to stalk. You're rewriting a comment 12 times because you don't want to sound too excited, but then you don't want to sound like you're dry. So you're watching stories, but you never like posts. And also, it's the Google symptoms and diagnosing yourself with something dramatic. Like, and I admit, I used to do that a long time ago. Every time I had a pain, I'd be like, Google, my arm hurts. What does that mean? Should I go to the emergency room? I used to be that kind of person. I stopped because you know what? I'm putting unnecessary stress on myself that doesn't need to be there. Pretending you didn't see a message, or even the funny thing, creating burner accounts. Basically, we're creating accounts just to go online to check up on someone and then delete them, close them out. So, in closing, I just want to say this. We're all a little weird online because the internet is a place where we can be we can be whoever we want. Identity is flexible. Your emotions are amplified. Boundaries are blurry. Connection is instant. And everything feels bigger than it really is. But is that weirdness? It's also what makes the internet fun, creative, chaotic, and it makes us human. So thank you for tuning in today. And if you enjoyed this episode, please check me out online check me. I'm on Facebook and also on YouTube at Mistress Sweet-P, PEA. Please subscribe and like to my channel. I also have an internet radio station out there. If you go to live365.com and type in Hot Cat Tracks, TRAX, and you can listen to my live podcast 365 24/7. And on that note, I hope everyone has a great evening, a great day, great morning, wherever you are on this planet. And toodles.